tuner violin, if you can get it as an app. There are clip-on apps, clip-on tuners you can use as well, but whatever the tool you're using to tune, to help you tune, it's actually the mechanics of it that's trickier, and that's what I want to show you. And I'm not using my violin, which is really quite easy to tune, but I'm using a small violin like you'll be using because it's fiddly and it's quite tricky. So if I show you, hopefully it'll be easier. Teddy's been very helpful, I know, Teddy. Right, so this is this is what you get into when you see Master Tuner. Let's hopefully show it. Yeah, okay, my daughter's just nodded. So hopefully what you could see there was a thing at the top that says play each note, and at the bottom that says start tuning, and it's got the 4 strings of the violin. I don't know if you have a viola equivalent, but I'm sure there must be something like that. And if not, a clip-on tuner, you can easily get through the internet. But as I said, it's the mechanics of this. So if you are going to use this, it says start tuning. I press the button and I'm going to pluck a string. I'm plucking my A string, and it says I'm too sharp. That means it will be obvious it's to the right of the arrow. So if it's saying it's not in the right place, it's to the right of the arrow, that means it's too high, it needs to come down. How do we get the violin string down? Well, we have fine tuners. And this is mainly what you need to use. You want to avoid using the pegs if at all possible, though I'm going to show you how to do that too. So these fine tunes, it's very small tuning. So if whatever device you say is the A string is too high, we're just going to take the fine tuner anti-clockwise a little bit, turn it anti-clockwise, and then we try again. And on my master tuner, it shows that it's in the right place now. Let's try the D string. Master tuner says it's correct. G string, master tuner says it's slightly to the left of where it should be, so that means it needs to go higher, so we turn it clockwise. So basically, if it's too low, it needs to go higher, we go clockwise. If it's too high, it needs to go lower, we go anti-clockwise. I think I've got that right. Okay. So far so good if it works. However, there's some things you need to know. If you need to go higher and it goes stuck, it doesn't move anymore, that means you've reached the capacity of the turning. So that's when we need to bring the pegs in. I just need to say at the beginning of using pegs, extreme caution is needed because it's so easy to over-tighten and then the string will snap. It's not complete disaster because as with last lockdown, I had a stream of people contacting me saying, my string has snapped, no problem. You have to drive over here, leave the violin at the door, I take it in, I sort it all out, hopefully you've given me a new string to use, and then it gets collected again. So with any supposed problem, you can always just drop your violin or viola around here and I will sort it out, no problem. But you will need to be tuning for the lesson, and also really on a daily basis when your daughter practices, because violins go out of tune because they're made of wood and they're not sort of metal things. So first things first, if you reach the limit turning and it can't turn anymore, what you need to do is undo the fine tuner. Undo, so anti-clockwise, not till it gets rattly, because then that means it's actually lost the thread. And then you've got the capacity to tune again, but the string will be obviously far too low. So to use a peg, again with extreme caution, put the instrument on your knee and be ready to push against something. So here is the A string peg. Be ready to push. You always push in as you turn, and you turn a tiny bit. Otherwise, as I said, you are breaking. So I'm pushing in and turning. That's a bit high, bit low. What can happen is if you forget to push, I'll show you and I'll do it deliberately as you turn, but just turn without pushing in. That's actually a good peg, but it can slip all the way down. Loose string, completely loose, don't panic. Push the peg in as you turn, using your device, making sure you are on the correct string, because if you just guess, you don't know it's got to tune to, and you start pushing up, and it says it's far too low, so you keep going. It says it's too low. Caution when you're getting near. See, this app has got the option, as I said at the top, saying play every note, and when you do that, you can see that you're actually tuning to the right string, because it doesn't want, you don't want to be tuning to the wrong string. Okay. It's not perfect, but it will do. I'm trying to think of any other things about tuning. It's advisable just to check that the bridge is pretty much upright. If you start to see that it's dangerously keeling over, that's a problem, and you want to carefully lift the strings with as much force as you can with your finger. You won't do any problem, and just push it back so it's generally upright. Anytime, just email me, if I have your permission. We often WhatsApp, which is quite quick, a lot quicker, and I can help you out with anything. And we will tune in the lessons, but I thought this might be helpful for you. Any questions, please get in touch, and I will see you all tomorrow, most of you tomorrow, I think, or certainly this week. Okay, thanks, bye.